70 people and doesn't allow cars on the island. If you didn't know the answer, it's Mackinac Island. I'm headed there today and we're gonna check it out together. Let's go. So I'm taking a ferry there, high-speed ferry, and I'm trucking along in the, I think this is Lake Huron, one of the Great Lakes. All right, I'm just getting off the boat. I think I'm gonna go look for a bike and ride around the island so we can check it out in style. So the island first was settled by the Odawa Indians, and then in the 17th century, that's when European settlers came. Initially, the island was important for fur trading. After that, the British built Fort Mackinac, and the island's actually been involved in a few battles between the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. After those wars, the borders were settled between Canada and America, United States, I should say, and people came to just live. I think there's been fishermen and all kinds of people. Now there's only a population about 470. We'll probably see a whole lot more than 470 because now it's a tourist destination, and that's why I'm here, to tour and show you guys around. Look at these horses. This is probably one of the beautiful places, most beautiful places I've seen. It doesn't get much more pretty than this. So many people come here to enjoy the climate because it's a bit cooler out here on the lake. Where in Michigan, it's, you know, depending on where you're at, it could be 90 degrees today. Here it's probably about 60 something. But if you're going to enjoy the weather on Mackinac Island, you have, I think it's about 120 days to do so until it starts frosting. It snows very heavy here. They have something called the lake effect. And so with my rudimentary understanding of that, the water from the lake evaporates, goes into the atmosphere, and dumps heavy snow onto places that border the lake, especially here in Mackinac Island. I love it here. I wouldn't mind living here for a while. If you've ever been to Mackinac Island or heard of it, let me know in the comments. Pretty much every house I've driven by looks just like that, so I'd love to live in one. All right, almost done with the 8-mile little ride. I had to stop here because this reminds me of Treasure Island away. I see Mackinac Public School. So the island only has 470 residents, and some of those are kids. I don't know how many kids there are, but this is the school they go to. And you know, it reminds me of the unique experience I had of growing up on an island. You know, these kids will, you know, whether they stay here or they leave, they'll probably never forget this experience, and they'll tell people about it, and they won't understand what it was like to grow up here. Here's the school, and then within their view is Lake Huron. So, you know, this is the view that they have every day, and I think it's pretty neat. So I just wanted to stop and kind of see what it's like as a little kid, you know, running back and forth and, you know, playing here. All right, just returned my bike. I'm going to explore Main Street a little bit. So I guess this would be the downtown of the island. A lot of houses on the interior of the island. I haven't checked those out yet. I may not get to them. I still have some driving to do today. So here's another interesting fact. So we know in a lot of different cultures they had Great Flood myth. Everybody's not so sure that that is a myth because the Greeks have that belief that there was a great flood. The Egyptians, and of course in Christian mythology there was also a flood. Well, the natives here who are originally from Mackinac Island believed that Mackinac Island was one of the first places to appear after the Great Flood. So this is sacred ground for them. And native history has been discovered all the way from 900 AD. So they found different fishing hooks and things of that nature. As you can see, delivery, supplies, and goods are even drawn by horse. No cars. So behind me on the hill is Fort Mackinac. It was built by the British before Americans took over. And I wanted to show you something interesting. As you can see here, Mackinac is spelled with a C. Now, the French were around this area, and this is how they spelled it. The real name of this island is Mackinac. Michi means great. Mackinac means turtle. So it's great turtle. And the Mackinac is a native word. It's spelled with a C because that's how the French spelled it, and the C was silent. So when you see the C, it's actually a Mackinac, not Mackinac. All right, everybody, I had a great day here on Mackinac Island. I hope that I got to show you something you hadn't seen before or even heard of. If you've been here before, let me know in the comments. I hope you learned something new. Like, subscribe, and please share this video. Especially if you like to travel and you're going to be in Michigan or planning on it or just think this place is cool. We're going to catch the ferry and it's on to the next adventure. Love you guys. See you soon.